can I still drink and heal at the same time? And the simple answer is so a lot of you ask me, can I still drink and heal at the same time? And the simple answer is absolutely not. Alcohol is extremely neurotoxic. It's terrible for gut health, especially beer. And when your body's overburdened with toxins and your nervous system is struggling, putting any additional stress on that is not a good idea. A lot of the time, people get sick and have a breakdown because of the long-lasting effects of certain toxins, be they drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, bad food, etc. And over a prolonged period of time, this is a lot of the time why your nervous system broke down in the first place. So introducing something like alcohol, especially at the stage of healing, is really very counterproductive. I had my own journey with alcohol. I'm not going to go into vast details. I wasn't an alcoholic, I would say. I didn't suffer with mass bouts of depression. I kind of thought that I was drinking socially a lot of the time, but socially was pretty much most weekends, and occasionally I would drink to excess on 1 or 2 days as well. And over time, that tends to build up, especially if you have a stressful job, especially if you find that it's able to numb you and, give you that feeling of just not being in control, of just kind of letting loose and not worrying, which is why the majority of people drink. Not all, but the majority of people drink. So if you add that up over time, that becomes very, very detrimental to your health, especially your gut health. And as we say at Two Paths, a lot of the time healing starts in the gut. Disease also starts in the gut as well. So when you are trying to heal, my advice is abstain from all alcohol, cigarettes, toxins, etc. We want to put your body back into a state of healing. And when you actually understand the toxins that go into alcohol and the fact that your liver is having to work twice as hard to process these toxins when you have a drink, right, you'll start to understand that it really isn't beneficial. Now, does this mean that I'll never ever be able to drink again? Well, it really depends on the level of healing you get to. And often, a lot of the time, people who go through something as stressful and severe as, healing chronic illness, they tend to live a purer form of life moving forward anyway, and alcohol doesn't tend to be part of that. Do I drink? I will have the odd glass of wine, maybe once a month. Very, very rare. But, with alcohol as such, things are tending to get more toxic these days as well, just the way that even grapes are fertilized, even the way that wine is produced these days is much more toxic than it used to be. So this is adding to the toxic burden of the body, right? And also I would ask yourself, of course, alcohol brings that sense of freedom when you're drinking. I've been there. I've had many a late night. I lived around alcohol for many, many years. However, what I will say is when you abstain from alcohol for a long period of time, the clarity of thought that you get, it's almost like you have a different brain, and it's actually wonderful. You do realize that all those weekends that you were drinking, they had long lasting effects. You were always kind of walking in the mud when it comes to your brain, right? It wasn't making you sharper. It wasn't making you more intelligent. It was actually making you dumber. And when you actually start to abstain for a long period of time and you're around people who are drinking, you very quickly realize that alcohol destroys brain cells. And I'm going to leave it at that. So I hope this video helps, guys. Take care and see you in the next one.